Herr Adolf Hitler.
When I was a boy, I heard the story.
Louder.
거짓골을 하고 수년간 떠돌던 한 남자. 왜소한 제격에 비웃음을 당하던 그가 어떻게 수천만 명을 죽음으로 몰아넣은 학살자가 되었을까요?
You'll be a painter, an artist, anything you want. Oh, my little genius.
화가가 되고 싶었지만
My son, Adolf. Which is why you need to apply yourself at school.
Stupid old fool.
공무원을 강요하는 아버지 때문에 어린 시절부터 반항심이 가득했던 히틀러.
Bastard, you burned my beehives again.
하지만 곧 아버지는 돌아가시고
She's very sick. She won't live until Christmas. She has cancer of the breast.
어머니도 투병 생활을 하게 됩니다.
I know he's only your half brother, but I want you to take care of him. He's so sensitive.
미술을 시작했지만 번번이 낙제를 하고
Will you accept it?
Someday I shall be a great artist, Mother.
I know you will.
고통받던 어머니는 세상을 떠나버렸죠.
Andy, I know it's hard, but you have to be brave.
Tell me how to feel. You wouldn't know how to love anyone. Good for nothing but breeding more bitches like you.
I'm sorry, Herr Hitler, you don't have a style. Your people are like little buildings. There's no life.
집을 나와 빈으로 가지만 미대 입학에 실패하고 생활고에 시달리며 거리를 떠돌며 살았던 히틀러. 그러던 어느 날
It's the Jews' fault, you know. Swarm into our country, steal the bread from our table.
가난에 대한 분노의 화살은 유대인에게 향했죠.
It's all their fault, you know. They swarm into our country. Take the food from our mouths.
Come on, wake up! You've got 10 minutes to get out of here.
수년간 떠돌다 성인이 된 그는
I look forward to my upcoming birthday when my inheritance is due. I wonder, could you bring it in person?
Artie, goodness, what happened? I thought you said you were doing fine.
Bit bad luck.
Here. Happy birthday.
빈을 떠나 독일로 향했는데요.
England, France and Russia are joining forces against our ally Austria. We must stand with her, united, ready to sacrifice. We are now only Germans!
히틀러는 독일인도 아니었지만 순수한 혈통으로 구성된 독일이야말로 자신의 조국이라 생각했고 독일군의 자원 입대에서 1차 세계대전에 참전합니다.
You were one of only 600 to survive your baptism of fire. It's my privilege to promote you to the rank of corporal.
Sit! Sit! Sit!
Looks like your fiancée's got a mind of her own, Eddie.
폭격 속에서 여러 번 살아남고
I need one of you men to deliver a message. Here, Sergeant, take down.
전쟁에 매우 적극적이었던 그는 훈장까지 받게 되죠. 그런데
Earlier today, the Army High Command agreed to negotiate the terms of surrender. War is over.
It's the end. It's the beginning.
전쟁에 패배한 독일은 내전으로 인한 혼란이 가득했는데요. 히틀러는 사령부에 남아 정당들에 대한 첩보 활동을 시작합니다.
There are nearly 50 political factions in this city at the moment. One of these groups is the German Workers' Party, led by a man called Anton Drexler. Pay them a visit and tell me what they're planning.
Interest equals the Berlin-centered economy, which is currently collapsing.
그러던 어느 날
They are not.
We're all German.
Talking about the purity of the German people. Just no fairy tale.
Find out who he is.
They've asked me if I'd like to join.
The nationalist agenda must include elimination of the Jews.
Some thoughts of my own I added. Can you imagine a world without them? How pure, how holy.
군을 나온 히틀러는 독일 노동자당에 정식으로 입당하는데
When I was a boy, I heard the story.
Louder.
I heard the story of the Holy Grail. Our economy collapsing. But it's not poverty or weakness. That's our problem. Is anyone listening? That's the problem nowadays, isn't it? No one cares. No wonder we face extinction. Pride is a weapon. Our enemies among us. Socialists. Communists. The foreign invaders who come to our country to destroy us and take over our lives.
그는 몇 개월 만에 당내에서 가장 뛰어난 연설가가 됩니다.
Stripping us of our savings, raping our families and our heritage, while the invaders will become the victims.
급변하는 나라에 관심과 애정을 가진 열정적인 기자 프리츠는
What happens now? That Germany's best kept secret is out. With the collapse of the monarchy and now the communist regime, what new form?
히틀러에게 큰 관심을 가지고 기사를 내기 시작하죠.
Unfortunately, there are some communists out there. Go easy on the rhetoric. A riot would only get us in the papers.
But a few of the demands of the Treaty of Versailles, they want to break. And who do I mean by they? I mean the Reds. Look who's talking! Marx was a Jew. The Communist Party is run by Jews.
히틀러와 같은 뜻을 가졌던 에른스트 램.
We need more men like you in the party.
Oh, we hate the communists. Now, all of a sudden, the rich that backed us up are turning away.
그들을 영입하기 위해선 자금이 필요했죠.
Frieda.
미국인과 결혼해 고향으로 돌아온 사업가 함프슈텐글은
I'm going to hear Hitler tomorrow. Would you like to come? Hitler, the anti-Semite.
친구와 함께 히틀러의 연설을 보게 되는데
We unite! We must join together for a greater Germany! The hero Lohengrin as our model, and the music of Wagner as our inspiration!
Clean him up a bit, he might be worth something.
We will disinfect our country of the Jewish vermin!
그는 유대인 친구를 옆에 두고도 히틀러의 연설에 빠져들었죠.
Excuse me, Herr Hitler. I heard you speak last night. You mentioned Wagner.
히틀러를 찾아간 그는 자본가들과 연결해주는 핵심적인 역할을 하게 됩니다.
I can make you very popular. Far more popular than him. Why don't you have a poster? And a flag. You might consider a more distinctive look. For example, when you think of Lenin, you think of bearded and bald.
In the old days, one man decided what was best for the country, and there was order and discipline.
Germans need to be led, preferably by a man we can control.
This person you've invited tonight, Herr Helmstengel, he has the workers' ear.
Rather persuasive. He is at the moment a diamond in the rough, though.
Herr Hitler. I'm Helena.
부자들 앞에서도 자신의 생각을 거침없이 말하는 히틀러.
Above all, we must remove the Jews.
Sir, my father was a Jew. And a stronger patriot could not be found at this table.
My apologies. I'm sure he meant no disrespect.
Heating up the hatred in this country to boiling point. And all for his own purposes, I might add.
You're a very gifted speaker, Herr Hitler. I think it is an honor to be at this table with you.
불편한 분위기 속에서도 인정을 받고
What does it mean?
It means the unconquerable.
부자들의 후원금으로 히틀러를 따르는 사람은 점점 늘어갔는데요.
What's going on?
We have been approached by the German Socialist Party to...
Compromise is not possible! One of our own members calls me a dangerous demagogue. I will form my own party.
Hitler! Hitler! You're right. Of course, we will not merge if that is how you feel.
히틀러는 당대표 자리까지 오르게 됩니다.
Adolf Hitler!
하지만
Excuse me, Herr Hitler. A message from Bavarian Prime Minister von Kahr.
Chancellor wants to pay war reparations in honor of the Treaty of Versailles.
It seems I'm being asked to cancel my speeches.
If Hitler speaks, it may only stir things up.
Stir things up? Do you know how much it costs for a loaf of bread these days? 500,000 marks. The wheelbarrows aren't big enough to carry the money in. You tell Commissar Carr, this is not a time for silence. This is a time for revolution.
힘 있는 정치인들은 히틀러의 선동을 막으려 하는데요.
Herr Hitler, you mustn't take it personally. We both want the same thing. You must be clever and show him that he does. That you have the support of the people. This is an article by an editor named Fritz Gerlich. That is, on the whole, complimentary. I think you should pay him a visit.
Very persuasive. You know, we share some beliefs. Carr's a fool. I know he's your friend. But he has to realize I am not the enemy. That you have fundamental areas of disagreement. You both wish to lead. I have no ambition to lead. You could perhaps write for us. I don't write propaganda. Who said anything about propaganda?
극단적인 히틀러의 모습을 본 프리츠는
They're not citizens. They have no rights. You're supposed to be a nationalist.
이번 만남으로 그가 위험하다는 걸 직감합니다.
In person, I could see into his eyes, and what I saw was terrifying.
And I intend to shut him down. I know how to deal with Adolf Hitler.
카르 감독과는 히틀러에게 지키지 않을 약속을 하며 살살 구슬리는데요.
Would you like to be part of that, Butch?
Yes, of course.
If you wish to play any part in our government, there will be no more violence.
Can't do that.
I pay them to listen.
It's not a question about money, it's the principle.
하지만 돌격대 대장 램은 히틀러가 유일하게 다루기 힘든 사람이었고
I was wondering if I could perhaps discuss a little plan I have. We're
힘 있는 사람을 끌어들이기 위해 루덴도르프 장군을 찾아갑니다.
Bavarian Commissar von Kahr has seen the wisdom of joining the National Socialists for a march.
What's your plan? And can you carry this off?
The turning point in my life was when the blindfold was ripped from my eyes. In recent years, we have all suffered like this. Germany, more than any of us, and I could see my enemy, our enemy, the Jew. We must wipe this plague from our nation. What we do will live on for 1,000 years.
열정적인 연설을 마친 히틀러는 감독관이 배신했다는 소식을 듣게 되는데
With all of your competitors and create a new government. Without you.
We'll move without them then. Our time has come.
물러서지 않고 폭동을 계획하는 히틀러.
Brothers, you and I, together, we will make history. The national revolution has begun.
Inside! Stay calm. Remain in your places.
Sorry to surprise you like this. I'm forming a provisional Reich government. General Ludendorff will be in charge of the army.
If he supports you as you say he does, why is he not here?
Where's your conscience? Conscience? A Jewish invention, sir.
You sure he's coming at all?
Shut up!
초조하게 장군을 기다리던 그때
Take your seats. Remain calm.
Your leaders are with us. The German Revolution begins tonight.
강제로 지지를 얻고 혁명의 중심이 됩니다. 그런데
Do you mind if we visit our wives, General? They'll be worried. Mobilize the army. Now.
What the hell's happening?
There are too many of them. Somebody must have betrayed us.
God! We'll go to the war ministry. There were 8,000 people at the circus Krona the other night.
재빠르게 혁명을 차단한 수장들 때문에 그는 처음으로 패배의 쓴맛을 맛보게 되죠.
Herr Hitler.
He's on a hunger strike. Listen to his men. He likes you. All you have to do is shore up his confidence.
No.
헬레나는 히틀러를 싫어했지만 남편을 위해 그를 찾아가 용기를 줍니다.
I baked these myself. You mustn't lose hope. The first time I saw you, I knew that you were a great man.
Adolf Hitler, you have been accused of high treason. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Herr Hitler, are you a German citizen?
Talking about a piece of paper or the blood that runs through my veins.
You have been accused of high treason and called an enemy of the state.
If a thief takes your money and you take it back, does that make you also a thief?
히틀러의 뛰어난 말발은 재판장에 있는 사람들은 물론 판사까지 사로잡는데
This is supposed to be an interrogation, not a speech.
I used no force. I used no force. I was supported by Commissar Carr. Why isn't he on trial? Then I am guilty of fighting to defend the rights of the German people.
Let's figure this out.
Figured who?
People.
Extraordinary times demand extraordinary measures. You said that once, remember?
히틀러가 말이 무기라면 프리츠에겐 글이 무기였죠.
We have a new front page.
He's an agitator who believes our fears will drown out our reason. And the worst we can do, the absolute worst.
Court finds you guilty of treason.
Yes.
You will be eligible for parole in 9 months.
히틀러는 유죄를 선고받긴 했지만
There's a courtyard you can exercise in. You're welcome to have as many visitors as you wish. And if I may say so, sir, it's an honor to serve you.
감옥은 휴양에 가까웠습니다.
Perhaps I'll write a memoir. What do you think?
I think it's an excellent idea.
Good.
한편 함프슈텐글은 히틀러에게서 벗어나려 하는데
I promise. My family before everything.
4.5 years against stupidity, lies, and cowardice. Effective title, don't you think?
하지만 히틀러는 그를 놓아주지 않았죠.
I've kept your name out of this. It would be very hard on your family if you were suddenly in prison too, don't you think?
감옥에 있는 동안 누덴도르프 장군이 당대표가 되고
I might even at some point run for president. You needn't worry. We'll have a place for you when you return.
입지가 점점 줄어들고 있었지만 그는 신경 쓰지 않고 미래를 위해 노력하죠.
We need a leader, a man of great vision, and he will lead his people to victory.
Uncle Dolph!
Herr Hitler. What a surprise.
Our daughter's not been well. We've both been up all night.
Oh. Is she very ill?
We don't know what's wrong with her.
Helena, would you save my life? I have never admired a woman as much as I admire you. You are the perfect woman. Wife.
헬레네에게 감사 인사를 전한 히틀러는 조용한 곳에 거처를 마련하고 때를 기다리는데요.
Such a long time. Gelly's changed quite a bit since you last saw her.
Have you ever been to Munich?
I've never been out of Flint.
Perhaps I'll take you sometime.
Would you really?
I said perhaps.
조카와 다시 만난 순간부터 그녀에게 묘한 눈빛을 보내는 히틀러.
In a circle. Around me.
Like this?
Yes. Faster. Faster, faster. Stop.
So-called assimilation, the Jew defiles our inexperienced young blonde girls and thereby destroys something given to the earth by God's good grace.
Paranoid ramblings, Fritz, paranoid ramblings. Nobody takes him seriously anymore. Case in point, you keep writing about it, but nobody is buying our newspapers. He is yesterday's news.
히틀러는 사람들의 관심에서 멀어지고 있었고
No more Hitler.
당에서도 새로운 인물들이 생겨나는데
Strasser.
Yes, Strasser, but also this young man he's grooming.
What's his name?
Joseph Goebbels.
선거에서 참패하자 움직이기 시작합니다.
I'm not surprised we lost. Call a meeting in Munich. I want all the party leaders in attendance in 3 days. Ah, Gregor Strasser. How good to see you. This must be Herr Goebbels, the young man who so desperately wants me out of the party. The purpose of this meeting, gentlemen, is to solidify the party under me. I expect your full support. Our new policy is to win the elections. The SA are to be bridled, Ernst.
We're not a Sunday shooting club, Adolf. We're a militia.
Not anymore. The interest of this movement, from now on, will be my concern. If I should fail, I will stand down. But I will not fail. Sieg Heil! Sieg Heil!
딸을 잃고 우울해하던 헬레네는 히틀러를 따르며 변해갔고
And this will be our Führer's office. Grand, spacious, inviting in the sun, as he does.
Let's celebrate. Just us.
Besides, I have to work late.
This will be your new bedroom. Unless you're with me, then a bodyguard must accompany you at all times.
조카 겔리는 히틀러의 집착과 구속에 점점 지쳐갔는데요.
No! Please! Uncle,
See him again, I'll have him killed.
please. I want to go home.
Different from other girls. Now, your Uncle Dolph is here to protect you.
히틀러가 연설을 할 때마다 열광하는 사람들은 늘어가고 나치당이 커질수록 유대인들의 피해가 속출합니다.
As if we've all become stupid, gone blind.
You're so busy scrutinizing him, you can't see that you're becoming like him. You can't stay like this. You'll either have to go forward or step back.
나치당은 의회에서 107석을 차지하며 제1야당이 되는데요. 축하 파티가 열린 그날 도망치다 잡힌 겔리는 스스로 목숨을 끊어버렸죠.
Your new German citizenship.
독일 시민권을 따자마자 대통령 선거에 출마한 히틀러.
Heil Hitler!
The new German citizen Adolf Hitler is running for president.
The Führer is now running for Reich president, and we're going to give him a run for his money.
프리츠는 대표의 명령을 어기고 히틀러에 대한 기사를 포기하지 않는데
I want him stopped. What does this mean? You said that you would stop. Out! Everybody out! Fritz, if we you're fired!
해고된 프리츠는 신문사를 차리고 나치 선전문을 찍는 인쇄소와 계약합니다.
I'm a printer, my friend, not a publisher. I only care if the ink smears.
30% of the country voted for me. Hindenburg has no choice but to offer me Chancellor.
The Chancellorship is the second most powerful position in the land. Why would he offer it to you?
제어가 되지 않는 돌격대의 행동은 히틀러에게 약점이 되고 있었고
Over the years, the SA has become rather stubborn. As you know, I'm having a terrible time trying to steer them away from the concept of revolution.
그 때문에 림과의 사이가 점점 틀어집니다.
Facing any new chancellor is how to deal with the National Socialists.
I've dedicated my life to this country and I intend to leave it in capable hands.
Might I suggest we put him in a position where we can control him?
What position did you have in mind?
Vice-Chancellor?
My party's popularity demands a great deal more than third place. I want the chancellorship, sir.
How dare you presume, sir? You're nothing but a bohemian corporal.
수상이 되겠다는 야망을 품고 재선거를 유도하는 히틀러.
The allocation of money. We're leaving. By leaving, you will cause the dissolution of this elected body.
목적을 이루기 위해 수단과 방법을 가리지 않았던 나치당은 독일의 최대 정당이 됩니다.
He only used me to flush out the enemy.
I hereby appoint you Reich Chancellor.
히틀러는 잘린 전 수상에게 접근하는데
They both publicly humiliated you. This is your chance to get even. Gain that power back.
The cabinet would be reliably conservative. I'd leave these things to you. He must be persuaded. If there's one thing about him that hasn't diminished with age, it's his vanity.
Germany is fortunate to have you as its leader. I give you my loyalty, my undying respect.
통제하려 할수록 나치당은 더 강해졌고
Get me Hitler.
히틀러는 마침내 수상 자리에 오릅니다. 한편 프리츠는 신문을 낼수록 점점 위험해지고 있었는데요.
I can't print this. Your last article was bad enough.
A contract, Muller. I expect you to honor it.
You're not long for this world.
아내의 걱정에도 멈출 수 없었죠.
But if I don't do this, I won't be able to live with myself.
I've read your paper. We have a common enemy, you and I. I wish to supply you with information. Damaging information, I think it'll help you.
내부 고발자의 정보로 히틀러에게 치명타를 날리는데
This is outrageous. And not a word is true. This was a private internal memo about using agitation in the SA.
In your essay, Ernst. Nothing more than political dinosaurs.
Then now's the time to storm the presidential palace. Take over the government.
Are you mad?
Oh, believe me, Adolf. You don't want to meet what we're capable of evolving into.
Sometimes primitive force is the only way. Outrageous to provoke a response.
얼마 후 테러를 당한 국회의사당.
Apparently a Dutch communist broke in and set the fire. Police have him under arrest.
We're under siege. The terrorists have opened fire, and we will fire back.
히틀러는 이 사건을 핑계로 모든 권력을 장악하려 합니다.
Our democracy is under attack.
The Reichstag must approve this before I sign.
Hitler's just called an emergency meeting of the Reichstag. Wants their approval for something he calls the Enabling Act, which will turn this country into a police state with him as absolute ruler.
The right to draft laws passes from the Reichspräsident to Chancellor.
He hired me to get financing outside of Germany.
Financing? For what?
The essay.
Gentlemen, you must decide. Will it be peace or war?
Deutschland, Deutschland.
의회에서 법안이 통과되고 신문사에 돌격대가 들이닥치는데요. 마지막까지 히틀러를 막으려 했던 모든 노력이 물거품이 돼버렸죠.
The jails are filled to capacity, and their wives are causing an international ruckus. What about those camps?
I don't know when or if I will ever see you again. Urge others to speak out, even when what they have to say is not popular. Tell them to embrace courage as a gift and pass it on to their children.
And you've always loved your men more than yourself, which is rare in a leader.
마지막 기회를 주고 싶었지만
And I will always speak my mind. I will not betray my men.
끝내 굽히지 않았던 램은 결국 숙청당합니다.
You are under arrest.
차마 그를 죽일 수 없었던 히틀러는 총을 보내지만
Give him a gun.
그는 끝내 자살하지 않았죠.
High Führer.
But Chief of Staff Rome was planning my assassination. And so in his honor, I will bring you all into the Reichswehr army.
가족을 데리고 떠나기로 결심한 함프슈탱글.
This is my country now. And I won't abandon it just when it needs me most.
하지만 가족을 두고 혼자 떠납니다. 대통령의 죽음과 동시에 본격적으로 히틀러의 시대가 시작되며 이야기는 마무리됩니다.
A time of peace and prosperity await us. The Thousand-Year Reich has begun.
히틀러 악의 탄생은 2003년에 방송된 2부작 드라마인데요. 2차 세계대전을 일으키고 5천만 명을 죽음으로 몰아넣은 학살자 아돌프 히틀러의 어린 시절부터 권력을 잡는 과정까지 보여줍니다. 주변인에 대한 관계와 사건들이 각색된 부분도 있었지만 빠르고 흥미로운 전개와 히틀러를 맡은 배우의 열정적인 연기에 몰입해서 볼 수 있었습니다. 시작과 끝에 나오는 에드먼드 버크의 명언은 히틀러라는 괴물이 탄생하게 된 건 동조한 사람들이나 방관한 사람들의 영향도 무시할 수 없다는 걸 한 번 더 생각해 볼 수 있었습니다. 시청해 주셔서 감사합니다. 즐겁게 보셨다면 구독과 좋아요 그리고 알람 설정 부탁드리겠습니다.